we're going to take a look at a relatively unknown brand from Portugal called Rise. And this is the Rise Mode Wind W1 Blue LED fan, the RM-WN-01-BB. And there's no real information written on here other than the size of the fan. No specs. So I looked it up and I did find their website. Very little in the way of information on that website as well, unfortunately. And judging by the looks of this fan, this reminds me of a lot of fans that I've seen from many like no-name vendors or vendors with very odd names that you can't read because they're mostly, consonants. But at least it's got, corner cushions. There are no screws or bolts. It's a 3-pin connector. Plus, you can also power it through the power supply using the Molex D. Let's see if it's noisy or not. Very quiet. I mean, it's basically inaudible at this point. Very, very quiet. And now you can start to see the blue lighting. How exciting. See? And I'll just turn off the light for a moment here. Fairly standard. The sad part, though, is that because this is the power for this is being used for both the LEDs and the fan, we're losing results. We're losing performance. This has got very little static pressure to it. So yeah, it's decorational, and these are the fans I don't like. But at least we know the Noctua is going to be much louder. Yeah, I can't hear I could barely hear the Rise in the first place, and now I can't hear it at all. Don't even know what kind of bearings are in here, but I'm going to guess sleeve or rifle. Or maybe crappy hydraulic. So I wish I had something good to say about this fan, but aside from the lovely blue pattern on the fan blades, there's nothing I can say that, I don't even know how much electricity it's using because that information is not provided. All I know is this is 12-volt fan, period, end of story. Because they don't even give that. It's so frustrating when companies don't provide the specifications. Well, and I'm trying to confirm the RPMs, and this fan is definitely not running at 1500. I've got it on my fan controller from Zalman, and it's showing 1,250. So that's rather low for a 1,500 fan. So that's pretty disappointing. I'd really hope for something better, but I guess I'm not getting it with this fan. Hopefully the other two Rise that I've got will perform better than this one. Anyway, so this fan is basically decoration. It's got no use in a case or on any kind of a cooler. Let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. Okay, so the Rise Mode Wind W1 LED Azul, which means blue, and I don't know why there's an A there. RM-WN-01-BB, and it does. I didn't mention it. I don't know if you were able to see it when I showed you the fan, but there are all these little bumps, protuberances on the concave side of each blade. The blades have a fair amount of space between them and the ring, the inside of the ring of the frame. It's a $6 fan, and I think that's probably asking too much. 120 by 25, made in China. It has a 1-year warranty, although technically the first 3 months are for the store, and the next 9 months are through Rise directly. But it is in Portugal, so if you're not near Portugal, don't know how that's going to work out, especially since it probably would cost more to ship it back to Rise in Portugal if you are living, say, in Asia or the Americas. Then it would be worth. So yeah, this is versus the Noctua, which has at least 150,000 hours of life and a 6-year warranty. This thing has 15 blue LEDs. It weighs 120 grams versus the Noctua's 200. They both have 9 blades, although the Noctua doesn't have protuberances on the blades. And it has a maximum, theoretically at least, of 1,500. But again, I've tested it. And it's been running for 7 minutes now, and it's up to a whopping 1270. Ooh. So, yeah, not so good. It's not even within 10%. 50 CFM supposedly, although I'm pretty skeptical about that. Don't know what the pressure is, but it's pretty low. The maximum noise says 25. I'm going to say that they were being too pessimistic and that it's lower than 25. It's probably lower than 18. I mean, I can just barely hear it. And it's about, 4 feet away from me. And it's got a 46 long centimeter cable with daisy chain capability and no sleeving. And 3-pin DC connector plus the 2-pin MolXD. Don't know what kind of bearing, unfortunately. 12 volts, and that's the only information I have on the electrical side of it. It does indicate rotation and flow. It turns in a clockwise direction. It did not come with any screws, but it does have corner cushions, so that's some kind of positive, I guess. And that really is all there is to it. It's not worth the money. I'd like to thank Grindler at Bleeping Computer for allowing me to share my videos and posts on his website. Bleeping Computer has a lot of resources, including vetted programs, malware removal instructions, malware removal volunteers, other kinds of volunteers for IT, cybersecurity information, and more. It's a great place to go. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.